Hello everyone, I am Alexis Sheila Jane L. Flores and I will be discussing the measures of central tendency. According to Nocon et al. 2000, it is the value which provides a summary of the characteristics of a given set of data. According to Brot 2012, it is any measurement indicating the center of a set of data arranged in either an increasing or decreasing magnitude. And last, according to Montero, Gallegos et al. 2016, it is a numerical value indicative of a typical value of a distribution. In summary, central tendency is used if you are finding the summary of the set of data. One of the common example is when you are finding your average grade. And the three commonly used measurement of central tendency is the mean, median, and mode that will be discussed by the next reporter.
So in continuation of the most commonly used measures of central tendency, we'll have the mean. Hi, my name is Gab and I am here to share with you and furtherly discuss how mean is being considered as one of the most commonly used measures of central tendency. The mean is equal to the sum of all values divided by the total number of population or values. It can be referred to as a arithmetic mean or simple average. Mean can also be widely used in descriptive and inferential statistics. In interval and ratio measurements, higher statistical computations are wanted. And if there are no extreme values in a distribution, since it is easily affected, high or extreme low scores. Thus, the distribution is approximately normal. If there are no external or extreme values in a distribution, since it is easily affected, high or extreme low scores. Thus, the distribution is approximately normal. Also, mean can be also used when the greatest reliability of the measure of central tendency is wanted, since its computation include all values. It can be also classified into population mean and sample mean. Sample mean is the set of data taken from the average of the population, while sample mean is the set of data taken from the average of mean of the sample.
Next, we're going to tackle is all about median. Median refers to the number or the middle observation of the given ordered number. To find the median, you must find the centered value in the ordered distribution. For example, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. The median is 5 because it is the middle observation or the middle point value. And what if there are two midpoint value? For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. There are two midpoint value which is 5 and 6. So to find the median, you must add the 5 and 6 and divide it by 2 to get the midpoint value or the median. That's
Good day everyone, I am Leomel D. Villester. Today I will discuss to you the continuation of our topic. So my topic is all about mode. So mode is the value that appears most often in a set of data. So it's like the most popular item in a group. For example, you have a list of numbers 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, and 4. So the mode here is number 3. Why? Number 3 is appears 3 times more than any other number. So sometimes there might not be a mode if all the values appears with the same number of times. So this means if all the values appears or occur with the same frequency, there is no a single mode. So this is because no value stands out as being more frequent than the rest. The mode is also considered the least reliable measure of central tendency because it can heavily influence by a few extreme values. So there are different types of mode. So if the data have only one mode, so we call this unimodal. If the data have two modes, we call this bimodal. If the data have a three mode, we call this trimodal. If the data have four or more modes, we call this the polymodal. So, understood. Thank you.
So first, let's talk about the unimodal. Unimodal is a distribution that has a single mode, meaning there is only one value that occurs more frequently than others. For example, consider the following data set representing the number of books read by a group of students. 5, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 7, 7, and 5. Here, the mode is 5 because it appears the most frequently or 4 times. Next is the bimodal. If there are two values that occur with the highest frequency, the distribution is bimodal. For example, suppose we have a data set number 2, 3, 3, 5, 7, 7, and 8. The number 3 appears twice and the number 7 also appears twice. Both 3 and 7 are most frequent values, meaning this data set is bimodal. Next is the trimodal. The trimodal is the value that appears more frequent. In trimodal, there are 3 modes, meaning the data set has 3 distinct values that appear with the highest and equal frequency. For example, number 3, 5, 7, 3, 9, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7. The values 3, 5, and number 7 also appears most frequently, 3 times each. And the data set is trimodal and the mode are 3, 5, and 7. Lastly is the polymodal. The polymodal refers to the data that can be categorized into multiple distinct classes or categories. Example, number 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, and 10. Identify all numbers with the highest frequency. Numbers 3, 4, 6, 8, and 9 each appear 2 times, meaning the dataset is polymodal because it has 5 modes. Thank you.